Hi everybody, this is a video requested by Karen. It's about English pronunciation. I did a video last week about the fact that I had a very thick working class Northern Albertan accent and how I worked to get rid of it so I could sound like an Ontarian. And I've recorded a very, very complicated poem that illustrates how weird English is, how there's so many exceptions. I hope you enjoy it, but before I show you the poem, which was incredibly difficult for me to do, I want to show you what I used to sound like with a quick video of the Northern Alberta accent, and you'll see that I've transformed my ability to speak into something that sounds a little more fancy, Ontario, wealthy person, because it really changed the way people treated me in various situations, job interviews, customer service, when I had to call the government, for example. So I worked really hard at making sure I sounded like everybody else. And I listened to the CBC quite a bit, CBC radio in particular. Everyone has a different learning process. That was mine. Check it out and then listen to this really, really interesting poem about English pronunciation and how somebody in Ontario would say certain specific words. And you guys, I know English is so complicated and is so frustrating, even for native English speakers like myself. So check it out. Thanks, Karen, for the great suggestion. I hope you enjoy.
People are always saying the Canadians have a certain kind of accent, and honestly, we don't have an accent. It can be anything, really, I guess. I don't know how I want to explain it or whatever hell. But anyways, this is how it goes. Ant, roof, route, wash, oil, theater, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, sure, data, ruin, crayon, New Orleans, pecan, both, again, probably, spitting image, avenue, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, syrup, pajamas, cot, naturally, aluminum.
Dearest creature in creation, study English pronunciation. I will teach you in my verse. Sounds like corpse, corpse, horse, and worse. I will keep you, Suzy, busy. Make your head with heat grow dizzy. Tear in eye, your dress will tear. So shall I, oh hear my prayer. Oh, just compare heart, beard, and herd, dies and diet, lord and word, sword and sward, retain and Britain. Mind the latter, that's how it's written. Now I surely will not plague you with such words as plaque and ague, but be careful how you speak. Say break and stake, but bleak and streak. Cloven oven, how and low, script, receipt, show, poem, and toe. Hear me say, devoid of trickery, daughter, laughter, and terpsichore. 1. Anemone, Balmoral, kitchen, lichen, laundry, laurel, Gertrude, German, wind and mine, scene, Melpomene, mankind. Billet does not rhyme with ballet. Bouquet, wallet, mallet, chalet. Blood and flood are not like food, nor is mold like should and would. Viscous viscount, load and broad, toward, to forward, to reward. And your pronunciation's okay when you correctly say croquet. Rounded, wounded, grieve and sieve. Friend and fiend, alive and live. Ivy, privy, famous clamour, and enamor, rhyme with hammer. River, rival, tomb, bomb, comb, doll and roll, and some and home. Stranger does not rhyme with anger, neither does devour with clangor. Souls but foul, haunt but ant, font, front, want, grand and grant, shoes, goes, does. Now first say finger, then say singer, ginger, linger. Reel, zeal, mauve, gauze, gouge, and gauge. Marriage, foliage, mirage, and age. Query does not rhyme with very, nor does fury sound like berry. Dost, lost, post, and doth. Clothe, loath, job, knob, bosom, transom, oath. Though the differences seem little, we say actual, but victual. Refer does not rhyme with defer. Foffer does, and zephyr, heifer. Mint, pint, senate, and sedate. Dull, bull, and George ate late. We say hallowed, but allowed. People, leopard, toad, but vowed. Mark the differences, moreover, between mover, cover, clover. Leeches, breeches, wise, precise, chalice, but police and lice. Camel, constable, unstable, principal, disciple, label. Petal, panel, and canal. Wait, surprise, plate, promise, pal. Worm and storm, chaise, chaos, chair, senator, spectator, mayor. Tour but hour, succor, for, gas, alas, and Arkansas. Sea, idea, Korea, area, psalm, Maria, but malaria. Youth, south, southern, cleanse and clean. Doctrine, turpentine, marine. Compare alien with Italian, dandelion, and battalion. Sally with an ally, yea, ye, I, way, and key. Say ever, but ever, fever. Neither, leisure, skine, deceiver. Heron, granary, canary, crevice, and device, and airy. Face, but preface, not efface. Phlegm, phlegmatic, ass, glass, base. Large but target, gin, give, verging. Ought, out, joust, scour, scourging. Ear but earn, and wear and tear, do not rhyme with here but air. 7 is right, but so is even. Hyphen, ruffin, nephew Stephen. Monkey, donkey, Turk, and jerk. Ask, grasp, wasp, and cork, and work. Pronunciation, think of psyche. Is a paling stout and spiky? Won't it make you lose your wits, writing groats and saying grits? It's a dark abyss or tunnel, strewn with stones, stowed solace gunwale. Islington and Isle of Wight, housewife verdict and indict. Finally, which rhymes with enough? Though, through, plow or dough or cough. Hiccup has the sound of cup. My advice is to give up. Oh my goodness, that poem was so hard, but seriously, don't give up. I had to look some words up. I wasn't sure how they were pronounced. And we're all continuously learning every single day. You are doing something incredibly tough, which is learning a second language. I have nothing but respect for it. I hope you enjoyed this poem. Thank you so much for listening.